Missouri Southern has been sending students abroad now for over 3 decades, and since the late 1990s, we've sent nearly 3,000 students abroad. Dr. Wells and Dr. Schlink, for several times now, they have led a student trip to Belize. And the trip is really different from most of our other study abroad trips. The students do not live in hotels while they're out of the country. They stay in huts, they stay in tents, they stay in lodges. Often they don't have hot water, they don't have internet service. They eat rice and beans prepared by native people there. They don't go to restaurants. It's really a kind of back-to-earth kind of study abroad experience. And this biology trip to Belize, in my opinion, is one of the very best trips we offer.
So on Sunday, we started our trip and we flew from Tulsa to Dallas and Dallas to Belize.
So when the plane landed, we got on a bus and we took a bus from Belize City to the village.
First night I fell asleep here, I almost had like a panic attack because I was like, oh my gosh, I'm in the rainforest. What am I doing here? I'm in the rainforest.
For the morning hike part, it was really pretty cool because he went over a lot of different plants just like right here within like 100 yards that they all use like every day. It was really easy for them to find, like it's just embedded in their culture how much they use these plants for eating, diarrhea, diabetes, any type of medicinal purposes, snake bites. When I first walked into the jungle, I was thinking, you know, like, oh, roots and trees, plants, cool, like, you know, there's not a bunch of big uses for them, but I was totally wrong. Like, you could probably pick out 6 just from looking out your front door that they use almost on a daily purpose, you know, like if they ever need it. And so it was cool that it was so close to where they live and so like deeply cultured into them that they can just go out and pick it out and use it for their daily lives. So that's what I thought was the coolest thing.
We go snorkeling every day, and every day you're like, wow, that is super cool. You know, the first time we snorkeled just right here on the beach and you get to see sea stars and everything, and you're like, that is so cool. And then the next day you go a little bit deeper and it gets cooler, and then the next day they throw us out way out in the deep and you get to look down. And so really every single day that you snorkel, you're like, wow, that's cool, it couldn't get cooler, and it keeps continuously getting even better.
We packed so much stuff into the 10 days we were here that it feels like we've been here for 3 weeks. Just because we do more before lunchtime than I sometimes do in an entire day. Sometimes it's kind of crazy to me to think about the fact that I'm getting school credit for something that doesn't feel like work at all. Even though we're learning a lot and we're doing a lot, it's so much fun that I forget that it's actually technically a class. Going through all the biology classes, you hear about the biomes, you hear about the rainforest, you hear about the ocean, you learn all these things, and especially with like the types of fish. We learned them and we saw pictures of them, but getting on the reef and getting under the water and seeing those fish was a completely different experience, and being able to look at it and know what it is and point it out and kind of know what it does. I just think hands-on gives you a totally different feel, and you don't forget it. It's the easiest way to really ingrain information and material into your brain.
I would definitely do this trip again though. Like even if it was just that, if we didn't come to this beautiful island, if it was just Blue Creek, I would definitely go back. It was amazing to see, I don't know, just the cultural differences and kind of go shopping through the market and barter with people, and I would definitely highly recommend this trip.
I would definitely recommend getting out there and trying a study abroad, because I don't know anyone that's done it that regrets it.